Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and start the live video now, and hopefully this works out. Hey to everybody out there. I should probably get this wire out of the way. That's kind of unsightly altogether, isn't it? We will go ahead and do that. There. Does that look about good? What do you guys think? Is that, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'll sit down. Now, although nobody on air can tell, we are actually playing other stuff right now as well. So if you actually go to jessfm.ca, www.jessfm.ca, you can tune in and listen. Or you can get the app. Download it however you download your apps. And again, it's called jessfm.ca. So look for the one that says FM, Jess. And yeah, hopefully our guest will be showing up here soon. We're gonna be interviewing Cody Hall. He's a musician, and by the end of this, I'm hoping to actually sing a duet with him. So probably Ed Sheeran. Nice cover. It'll be good. It'll be good. I gotta figure out what song we're gonna play next. Ooh, hey, do you guys like James Blunt? You know, you could probably hear what's going on here. There you go. Cody! Perfect timing, buddy. Welcome. Nice to meet you. I should tell you before anything, we're already live on this one. It's just been playing while we're setting up and whatnot. So get yourself comfortable, do whatever you need to. They realize that I'm doing this as well. And so, let's see. Yeah. Alright guys, so we're going to play a duet with James Blunt. Alright, yeah, like you just heard there, that's James Blunt and myself. You know, one take, but whatever. Alright, so yeah, welcome, man. I'm stoked. It's gonna be good. Put some lights on it here, maybe. What pop do you like?
Everything. Water, I got two, so like...
Well, what we're gonna be doing here is, here's our drinks.
Yeah.
We need one can of pop to fill up both of them.
Oh, let's go with that.
Cool. Good choice.
I'm gonna run use the washroom again.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me, do you know how to get into it?
No, I think it was open last time.
Oh, perfect. Well, if it's still open, great. If not, I think there's a code somewhere, so I can find it or whatever.
I saw your face in a crowded place.
That was our guest, Cody.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Sandy. How's it going?
'Cause I'll never be with you.
Keep typing. I can see you.
Nice.
Can you hear the music okay?
Take it away. All right.
Sandy. You know, the music you're listening to right now, there's actually videos to it as well. You can go on YouTube, look me up. Welcome back. Pick your poison if you'd like, or enjoy your water, or whatever you have. Yeah. I custom made these. You've never tasted anything like it before, I promise.
Is that right?
It's delicious. At least I like to think so. But it is quite good. So, camera's angle is about from, well, way over by the door here to about here. So this will be the general area that we'll be doing the whole interview from. And, well, there's this, because so far every single time somebody's walked in mid-interview. And, well, again, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This is good. But they can't actually see you at all.
Yeah.
It's time to face the truth. I will never be with you.
Awesome.
All right, everybody. So we are now live. Cody has joined us here. Cody Hall from the Cody Hall Band. You know, we'll keep throwing that in every once in a while. Absolutely. And pleasure having you here. You know, we'll greet each other again. Although the people on the camera have seen us shake hands like 5 times now. We're really good friends. Apparently, we've totally met, but no, we've never met before actually. But I have a great feeling about this. This is going to be fun.
Cool.
But we are on air now. The people on air can't really hear you unless you speak directly into that microphone.
Yeah.
You do actually have to be relatively close. Unfortunately, yeah. That camera can hear you no problem.
Cool.
It always has great sound pickup and whatever, but that is going to be the issue with that now. Let me just make sure that. All right, good. We are definitely all good here, and make sure that I can. Can we hear you? Okay? Can we get any feedback from anybody listening live here? You know what?
Say hello.
Hey, do you have your cell phone on you?
I do.
Have you downloaded the app?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, well, you know what? Let's show everybody on the live stream how easy it is to bring up the live feed. Can you just open your internet?
Yeah, you bet.
Perfect. And so if you can go to www.jessfm, so jessfm.ca, and then just hit enter.
Uh-oh. Server cannot be found.
Try www.jessfm.ca.
Oh, yeah, there we
Yeah. It's pretty finicky, I found sometimes, unfortunately, but you know.
It's fat fingers. Accept, connect. Wi-Fi is gone.
Ah, Wi-Fi, yes, finicky Wi-Fi. Finicky Wi-Fi. You're good, you're good. We will continue to talk here, actually, regardless.
Sorry.
Because, no, everybody else is going to be tuning in while you're doing this as well.
Yeah.
And this is just, you know, minor technical issues. If you'd like, I can probably hook you up to the modem here.
That might work, yeah.
All right. Yeah. See what I can do. Settings. We'll go Wi-Fi on. That'll help.
Turn it back on, yeah.
And we are gonna connect to this guy right here. And ooh. You know, peeking at your license here, I see you just had a birthday. Happy post birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it looks. I'm a July kid too. It looks like you're the week after me.
Yeah.
Yeah, by
Nice.
exactly 1 week actually.
Cool.
Yeah. So now let's see if this works now.
There we go.
Looks good. Looks good. All right, so it goes right to the website there. And then I don't know if you want to turn up your volume or make sure it's connected or whatever, what have you. But in theory, that will tell us how well we are communicating on these microphones.
Yeah. Just skip back the page on me again.
So, whoops. It's unfortunate when that happens.
Pain in the
But,
butt.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can hear myself on these headphones here.
It's unfortunate when that happens.
Okay, why don't you talk and see how you sound?
I'm pretty sure I can hear myself on these headphones here, but
For sure. I
okay, why
don't
don't you
even.
talk and see how you sound? Pretty sure I can hear myself on these
I don't even know what to say with a little bit of delay.
I don't even know what to say with a little bit of delay.
There we go.
Sounds reasonably good. Yeah, you coming through okay?
Sounds clear.
All right,
yeah.
so I think we've got a pretty good setup here. You know what? We're gonna bump yours just a little bit because
Cool.
I tend to sit a little bit closer anyways.
Yeah.
Excellent. I think we are fantastic and ready to go. So again, hello, welcome. The name of the show where you're being interviewed here is called the Info Assault.
Yeah.
They've got Facebook and whatnot media as well, and currently we are on Jess FM as we've been mentioning for a couple minutes here.
Yeah.
And now you've got some Facebook here too. You've got the Cody Hall Band.
Yeah.
Is your page, and I was your 100th like if I
100 like, yeah.
I know that was great. I mean, it looks like you've got pretty much literally all support. I didn't see a single bad review anywhere by anyone at all at any time. So I mean that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Now, let's see what have I done here? I was searching through YouTube.
Yeah.
And I saw two came up to the top lists when I was looking up your name.
Yeah.
One of them was what was it? It was Sia. It was a cover of Sia.
Yeah.
What do you know about that? What can you tell us about that? Honestly, I liked it. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It was unique. Like, it was completely different than anything I'd heard.
I had kind of learned that song and then had an opportunity to do the song for Coverhook, like the channel that posted it, I guess. And I kind of exploded from their exposure, I think. But yeah, it was kind of fun to just play a song and kind of put my own spin on it. I think there's a lot of really good music out there that you can't sing it the exact same way every time, so I take pride in trying to find new ways to like make it match to my style. So.
Yeah, it's true. It's great. Now, the other song that I saw was Alberta Sky.
Yeah.
Did you make that song?
Yeah, I wrote that one.
That was a really good song too.
Yeah,
I mean, they were great. They were both excellently sung, and might I say, you do have an amazing voice. You guys should. You know what you guys should do is you should stick around.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know why you should stick around? Because I'm betting that by the end of this interview, I can get this guy to pick up that guitar he walked in with.
I think that's a possibility.
I have a faint idea that this is gonna work out well. Anyway, cheers. By the way,
cheers.
This is juice. Delicious juice.
That's very good.
That is very good, isn't it? So, I sent you some questions beforehand just to kind of give you a warm up. One of them was kind of just, how did you get started? Like, what's your musical background? How did that happen? What's that about?
There's no musical background really. I started playing in university. I brought a guitar with me that had no strings on it, and
that's an interesting kind of guitar to play. I gotta interrupt. How does that work?
Well, we had a children's sized guitar as boys on the farm, and it got wrecked one night. And the next morning there was a brand new Yamaha in its place, and it sat in a closet for years and years and years with no strings, and basically a brand new guitar that
sheesh, just never got used, eh?
I need to throw some strings on that and actually learn how to play it. And yeah, the university was kind of the place where I figured out that I could play and sing a little bit.
How long ago was that?
10 years.
Oh wow, yeah. Right on. So you've been practicing for a while then, I imagine. You're probably all right.
It's gotten a lot better since then. I didn't take it too seriously for, I don't know, probably first 5 or 6 years, and now I've had some pretty good friends along the way kind of teach me some trades and tricks that have made it easier, and in the last couple of years I've started to actually like play open mics and shows and things like that. So.
Right on. Now, when I was searching on Google and whatnot, there was a ton of pictures that came up of you there, just on stage singing, having a great time, laughing, smiling, whatever. I don't know if you actually knew this or not, but it's interesting you mentioned that you have been doing this for 10 years. Statistically, they say that once you have either spent 10,000 hours or 10 years doing anything, you should be a master of it by then. Again, stay around till the end of this, because we're going to get him to pick up a guitar. Now, I mean, that's really cool. What, I mean, when you ask somebody what kind of music they like, everybody in the entire world, oh, I like everything.
Yeah.
You know, nobody likes everything. I find, personally, I separate things into good music and bad music. I don't separate them into genres necessarily.
Yeah.
What would you say you like in terms of music or genres or types, or what's your favorites? What rises to the top?
It's funny that this question come up and that explanation came through, because like that's the exact same thing I prepared. I lean towards country. I grew up on country. But again, like I just find that songs are good. Good songs don't need a genre.
That's exactly what I find too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you get those universal beats, those universal sounds,
Yeah.
and you don't even have to understand the language.
Yeah.
But you'll know if it's a good or a bad song or not.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned you like country.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite artists?
Right now or all time?
Let's just go name 3.
Eric Church is very good.
Excellent, excellent.
I was like Keith Urban. He's just amazing on guitar.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great singer. Yeah.
And man, some hometown kind of favorites. I don't know if I can put them into it, but Leroy Stagger is really good. John Lord Hannum is awesome.
Perfect. Nice, man. That's excellent. Now, I guess that kind of makes sense. I assume you're from Southern Alberta.
Yeah. I
Right.
grew up in Staveley. So
In Staveley. Okay, so that's a pretty small town then.
yeah, about 500-600 people by now. So.
Right on. And how long were you there?
All 12 years of school. I moved away at 18 and went and played hockey for a year, and yeah, spent my entire life growing up on the farm.
Right on the farm.
Yeah.
On the farm. What kind of a farm?
Both cattle and grain. Big operation, actually.
Sweet. What what kind of how many head of cattle are we talking here?
At one point we were up to like 500, and yeah.
That takes a lot of space and a
ton of
lot
space.
of food.
Yeah.
That's that's a lot of livestock, man.
Yeah, we had Simmental cow-calf pairs and some land west of Nanton that our family farm still has. So it's kind of a nice retreat now. We downsized the herd quite a bit and don't do the grain farming. But
Okay, so when you did do grain farming, how did that go? Like, I assume you did it for the 18 years you were there.
yeah, it was interesting. Like it's huge equipment, ton of responsibility. You learn things fast on the farm. So.
Well, you're responsible for providing food for people.
Yeah.
Like, you're feeding everyone, really.
Yeah.
Some way, shape, or form. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a couple people that have heard you sing that really had no idea that you had been raised in growing grain.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. But you did mention your family. Now, do you have a large family?
There's 5 of us: mom and dad, and then an older brother, and younger sister. Yeah.
Okay. So you're the middle child.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
And how did that work? How was the family dynamic for you?
It was good. We were very athletic young boys, and our sister's 5 years younger, so we kind of tried to make her do the same things that we were doing.
Right on.
But yeah, growing up on the farm, we were very busy all the time working and helping out, and never found a dull moment.
It's definitely an interesting scenario too. Now, you mentioned 5 years younger. My actual younger sister is exactly 5 years younger than I am as well. Now, is yours 5 years younger than you or your older brother?
Than me. Yeah.
Than you. Wow, incredible. That's cool. Now, I guess kind of getting back to music, is there anybody else in the family who did anything musical? Typically I found that, generally speaking, somebody introduces you to the concept of music, or you've been around music some way, shape, or form, and there's usually some sort of other family member who is influential. What's your story?
I don't really have an exciting one. I've done lots of campfire sing-alongs with some different uncles and my close family, but no one's ever really taken it to a level of like performance or anything like that I know of. I think it's kind of just something that I found unique and wanted to kind of dive into it a little bit. So
that's cool. So you mentioned your uncles specifically were part of these campfire sing-alongs.
Yeah.
I have to imagine, growing up, they were probably the guys holding the guitar, starting the sing-offs, and then you kind of took the lead from them.
Yeah, a little bit. I guess one of my biggest musical influences would be like my buddy, though. That's kind of got me into things in my first year of university.
Mm-hmm.
Playing senior hockey with him. He just was an incredible guitar player, and I kind of latched onto him, figured out how to make some music with him. His name's Brendan. He's a really close friend of mine. He lives out in BC now. He's on the island. And
so you don't get to see him quite as much anymore?
No, it's kind of bittersweet. We talk
that's unfortunate. If he's one of your influential people, you would assume that if he's not there to kind of constantly influence you, you might branch off into your own more unique direction, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right on. So, what other influences have you had personally for your music? I mean, you mentioned a couple of your artists were your preferred artists, and your preferred genre is kind of a country style. But what else would you say is more of a current influence?
I guess a little bit social issues and like the teaching that I do. I see a lot of difficulties with kids to like express themselves properly and deal with anxiety and things like that. So I'm trying to like bridge that gap so they can, I don't know, have somewhat of a role model to say, hey, it's cool to express myself this way or tell my story, and people want to listen to it, they listen to it. If not, they change the channel.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's generally speaking how things work, but I have to agree with you. There's a significant underrepresentation for the needs of a lot of people out there. Now, when you said specifically you educate, what did you mean by that?
I'm a teacher, actually. For the last 8 years, I finished university, and I've been teaching at Wilson, teaching phys ed for 8 years.
So you just happen to be an excellent musician, but you actually went to school not for anything musical, you went into education, I assume?
Yeah.
And how was that? Was that like a 4-year thing like everybody else here? And like,
yeah, it's.
I mean, that's a lot of school.
It's ended up being 5 for me. I kind of procrastinated a little bit, as everybody does.
Yeah, it's an extended. It's the scenic degree. I like that. That's.
I went through, and I think I developed a lot of confidence in myself being in education. I think there's a lot of parallels between performing and teaching. At some point, you kind of have to demand the attention of your audience at school every day too. So
it's true.
I think it was a kind of an eye-opening experience in university to be able to come out of my shell a little bit.
Right on. Right. So what age range do you teach?
I teach the middle school. So it's grade 6, 7, and 8. Like 11 to 15.
Oh, that is just that excellent age where they aren't quite old enough that you can reprimand them, but they're just old enough to be learning how to talk back.
Yeah.
And, I can only imagine. Do your kids like you?
I think so, yeah.
You think so? I mean, you seem like a pretty cool guy. Do you ever do anything musical in class?
I do, and I actually have an opportunity this coming school year to teach a guitar class. So
nice. So So you said phys ed, if I remember right? Right on. And then you're going to be teaching possibly teaching a musical class on top of that as well.
Yeah.
Right on. So you're getting to be a pretty diverse kind of instructor here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What have you done in class with music?
At school?
Yeah.
I've kind of filled in for people as other teachers have kind of taught this class before and went in and played. Last year we did a collaboration. The Cody Hall Band kind of joined forces with the Wilson Choir, and we sang a cover of Journey, which was a lot of fun, actually.
I bet it would be. Journey has no lack of great hits.
Yeah. So, yeah, we had, like I said, a ton of fun with that, and played at the Southminster Church at the end of the school year.
That's awesome. Yeah. Now, if memory serves, I think I read something about the Cody Hall Band playing with Youth One.
Yeah, we did a concert the weekend of Street Wheelers.
Excellent.
For the Youth One proceeds, myself and Brody and Travis played, and Alyssa McQuaid was also there, kind of headlining the show. And
from Long McQuaid, from I assume.
Alyssa, like from Coyote Junction.
Oh, well, fantastic! Right on. Well, let me just the Youth One that you were actually playing. Our first interview was actually with Daniel Spula.
Yeah.
Who pretty much started all that there. So, I mean, that's awesome that you're doing stuff with the community and getting out there and helping those types of organizations as well. Sounds like you've done quite a lot of stuff. Is there anybody else that you've played any shows that you thought were really good or you liked a lot? Or, what's your kind of favorite? Well, it looks like we're back. That's excellent. Okay, good.
I've played with a couple different people around town. We had our own show at the Slice kind of end of June with a local duo named Artemis in the Summer and another kind of country guy named Brian Horvat. That I think we had a lot of fun and
excellent.
Kind of put our name out there as people who wanted to keep entertaining. So
right on. Yeah. No, that's fantastic, man. Well, let's see here. I mean, as you've probably figured out by now, I did look you up beforehand just to kind of get something to talk about, because it'd be super awkward if we were just sitting here going, so, but you're married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like you have a great relationship, actually.
Yeah, 3 awesome kids, wife, dog.
That is fantastic. That is like, picture perfect kind of, the teacher, musician, husband with the dog and the kids and the wife and the
Jack of all trades.
I mean, that's pretty much what everybody's dream is here. Now, I know that like for huge performers and stuff, they're always traveling, they're going all over the place, there's significant amounts of travel if you want to get any types of actual performances, because even a city like Lethbridge, there's only so many performances. Yeah. So does that put any strain on your relationship at all?
It hasn't yet, because I haven't done a whole lot of touring or anything like that. And to be honest, a little scared to make that leap. Anyways, very very happy with the career that I have, and having this as like a little side project is kind of a perfect mix. But I mean, the amount of time that goes into it can certainly be straining. It's just very important to keep a good balance, and it's been really fun. I think my kids are starting to get into it too. They come out and sing along and pretend to play drums or guitar. So.
Right on. Yeah. So have you made a lot of songs then?
I've written a lot, yeah. Probably started writing seriously about 2 years ago, and I filled 2 or 3 different little notebooks of some very good ones, I think, and some okay ones that need more work. Yeah, I think that's a goal of mine, is to get a few of them put onto a CD, and certainly have something material that I can show for my time. But
I know. So what would you say are some of your favorites?
I have 4 that I just had kind of recorded by Justin Kennelly, the guy from Artemis in Summer.
Okay.
So I have 4 that are on my website that's I really like. One is called Kind. And,
so which website is that?
It's Cody Hall Music at wixsite.com.
So CODYHALLMUSIC.
Yeah. At wix.com.
At WIX.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we got that spelled out. Shameless plug.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
However, /Halsey. Wix is free, so it's like
nothing wrong with free. Nothing wrong with free. Everybody likes Facebook.
That's right. Actually, Facebook is probably the easiest way. If you follow my Facebook page, the Cody Hall Band at Cody Hall Music, then the Contact Us button will take you right to the website.
And it should go back and forth between them. That is excellent. That is excellent. So click the Contacts button on the Facebook page, the Cody Hall Band. That'll take you to the website.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, let's see. What else did I have to prepare to... Oh, you know what? For anybody who's actually still listening here, Trump sucks. Because I know that there's like 100,000 of you out there, and at least 1 or 2 are going to be listening at some point to this, and this will just make you happy. So, so what else? What else do you like to do? Literally, like when you're not writing and you're not teaching and you're not hanging out with your family and your kids and your dog. And I mean, do you? I mean, maybe that is what you like to do. Do you like hanging out with your family and your kids and dog? Of course you do. But that's kind of a given. What in your own words, how would you say would you like to spend your time?
I'm kind of an outdoors person. Like I'm not a huge mountaineer or anything like that, but I've recently got into that. Do a lot of like building crafty stuff and.
Are you birdhouses?
Oh, tons of birdhouses.
Nice.
Recycled wood though.
Perfect. So you get some plywood and some planks and pallets and stuff.
Just anything that's laying around. Yeah.
Nice.
Just build stuff. So, that's kind of a hobby, and I like doing yard work. I have a fairly big garden, and take pride in teaching my kids like that type of upbringing that I grew up around. So, hopefully they kind of understand it. And
yeah, I actually have to agree with you 10,000%. It's sounds like very similar. I do a lot of plant stuff, a lot of gardening, a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
Do you I assume you, when you say garden, this is a plant food garden. What kinds of stuff do you grow?
Man, we have everything. We have tons of tomatoes and basil and carrots and kale. Like it's just on and on, zucchini and squash.
Nice.
Just fill it up.
So how much, it sounds like you've got a pretty big garden here.
Yeah, it's probably the size of the office here.
Decent. Nice. No, my mom always had a great garden when I was growing up, and I've got one, but it's kind of a little thinner and longer, and it's more of a wild garden this year. About half of it has got some, strawberries and rhubarb and some potatoes or whatever, but then I got a lot of indoor plants. Again, tomatoes, like you were saying, and then we got a ton of herbs and basil and mint and thyme and rosemary and
everything.
Exactly. It's like you're describing there. It goes on and on. Now, but it's not super surprising that you grow stuff considering you were raised on a farm, growing grain and all that kind of stuff. Did you ever try growing anything without dirt?
No, I don't think so.
I hear it's possible. I hear you don't actually need the dirt itself. You just need the nutrients in the dirt.
I've never tried.
It's an interesting concept for sure. Definitely would keep a house cleaner. But I mean, you've got a great big backyard outside, and it's probably just gorgeous this time of year. You've probably got everything just about finished, right?
Yeah, it's in good shape. It's a little dry though. We need some rain.
A little bit. Irrigation. It's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
You said you had a pet.
Yeah, pet dog, Sully. We've had him for we have had him for 7 years.
Somewhere around.
No, he's a wicked dog. He kind of reminds me of the fact that they all have unique personalities and things like that. He's amazing with kids and super docile. So
I would agree 10,000% that dogs have absolutely unique personalities. I remember one night my dog woke up middle of the night, jumps into the bed, and had been actually crying. Like there's tears running down, like they had a bad dream. And I'm like, how can you tell me this dog wasn't thinking something? You've seen a dog sleep and they're running and barking, they've got to be thinking, right?
Absolutely.
So, no, that's excellent. Now, is it just the one dog you've got?
Yeah. I've kind of been a one dog guy for my whole life. My mom used to raise retrievers, and I always took one as my own.
You just pick one and spend your time with it. Right on. I've got, like I mentioned, I've got dogs myself. My Lexi is 2.5. She, all I know for sure, she's actually a quarter husky, but she doesn't look super husky at all. She looks like a Shepherd Doberman cross kind of deal, but I mean, she's great. Super fast. Really quick dog. Smart, which is good and bad. If you're training her, it's great. If you're not training her, she's learning how to do things herself, which, usually aren't the greatest things. Yeah. But that's how it goes. They do. They need something to do constantly. Yeah. Just some form of entertainment. Now, I find they've said that dogs are about, on average, as smart as like a 3 to 4 year old kid. Yeah. You've got kids.
I do.
How old are they?
One is 3, one's 5. The other one's 15 months.
So, do you like your dogs or kid more?
Man, that's a tough question.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. No. But what do you do with your kids? Those are some of the good ages, right? I mean, you've got your kids you teach. Yeah. And you probably go home when you're kind of tired of that. So,
like I said, we play some music once in a while. We do a lot of stuff outside. They help me with some chores. We go for walks all the time and play in parks. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. Build Lego every once in a while.
Nice. Now,
a little throwback.
You said you build a lot of stuff out of recycled materials and stuff. Do you ever build anything for your kids?
Oh yeah, all the time.
What's one of your favorite projects?
I've built them all their own individual little drum boxes, like shoe size boxes. That's kind of like a miniature cajon kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you've taught them how to do?
A little bit, like just from being around, they've learned how to hammer a nail and put in a screw and all sorts of stuff, use clamps, things like that, but nothing really in their
Nothing
hands
in depth. I mean, they're pretty, 3 and 5, it's young, right? It's young.
They get the basics of what parts go where, though, yeah.
Right on. So you said you involve them in the music, too.
Yeah, we sing a little bit together, and again, I build a lot of little trinkety things, so I tried a shoebox guitar once that just restrung with some old strings. It sounds terrible, but my little boy
you know what? Probably
jams on it all the time.
Loves it.
Yeah.
So, do you ever plan on getting them involved in any of your songs?
Yeah, I think as they become a little bit more aware with memory and the radio, and they're all of a sudden singing along.
Kids remember an incredible amount of stuff, like forever. I know personally, I can remember when I was growing up, I would hear CDs going to sleep. That's kind of what my parents did. They just threw music on and put me to sleep, calm me down, whatever. And I would remember all of the lyrics to those songs for years later. I wouldn't know what the CD was or what song it was, but I would hear it come on and I would instantly know all of it. Did you ever have any songs like that growing up, or any types of music that you really, really just loved like that, or any early impressions of music?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I grew up with a very country background, so we listened to like nitty-gritty dirt band. I remember locking myself in a truck and listening to it on a tape. I'd have to actually push rewind and listen to it again.
Did you hold down the rewind button, or did it click? Was that a...
I think it might have been one that clicked, so you could actually get to the start of the song.
Nice. That's good. That's, convenient.
A ton. And yeah, I think we had a radio in our bedroom too, and went to sleep listening to like the top 9 at 9 or something on Country 105 every night. So
nice.
You'd hear the same super popular song every night.
Absolutely.
Quick way to learn it.
And that's how it usually is too. But then I'd have no idea what the name of the song is. Half the time I'd think back to what the chorus is and I'd take a guess. I'm like, is it this? And that's usually how they name them. But now, have you ever gotten
the feedback rather than heckle or boo? So
that is a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
I hope when you get your first heckler,
that I feel
you realize that it's not you. I find that it doesn't really matter how good you are at anything. It is impossible to please everybody.
Yeah.
In anything, anytime, any way. But you can please a lot of people.
Yeah.
You can keep a lot of people happy, but there's always going to be people that are out there just to get you.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, on this particular site that's streaming this live right now, the Thomas James Arelis Carpenter Facebook page, there is a lot of bad reviews on there. You know, an abnormally high amount of, a curiously high amount of bad reviews. And that, you may think that that's something that you should look at, but then you would compare it to the number of people that those reviews were generated from.
Yeah.
You know, there's 100 bad reviews, but there's 100,000 people that like a different group.
Yeah.
So, when you keep things in perspective, it's really not that bad. You've got, 1% of the population, 1 in 100 people don't like your music. Well, that's totally reasonable.
Yeah.
If somebody did, like you were playing live, and they just hate it, what would you tell them?
I don't know. I think I would probably,
Because I never claim to be able to keep everybody happy, but what I can do is make some people happy.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good position to kind of have, especially as a teacher. Somebody that's going to be influencing the youth of tomorrow. Now, let's see here. Was there anything specifically that you wanted to cover or review that I haven't already busted out? I mean, I'm pretty thorough in the space to cover.
We've been over lots. Little shameless plugs, I guess.
No, keep going. What other stuff do you do, man? You got? Is it the website and the Facebook group and?
Yeah, we have a show actually tonight in Claresholm at Duros for the fair days.
Tonight.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Today's Saturday.
Saturday. And so Duros, and that's where?
In Claresholm.
In Claresholm.
Yeah, so where I went to high school.
Oh, fantastic. So Duros, Saturday tonight. That's August the 12th, is it? Is it the 12th?
Yeah, it's 12th today.
Saturday, August 12th at Duros in Claresholm. He's going to be playing live. Now, what are the chances that we're going to get you to pick up that guitar before you go to Duros? How about in this live interview? What are the chances?
We could do one for sure.
We could do something, eh?
I've been doing lots of practicing, anyways. So
lots of practice. Well, what? I mean, you mentioned you liked listening to the country, and that was great influences. What kind of stuff do you listen to now?
Everything. Top 40 to country to rock to singer-songwriter to whatever.
Nice,
Yeah.
Nice. No, I find that's a really, really good way to view things. Sometimes I'll find something and then I'll hear the lyrics to it, and the lyrics will just be great, but then you change up the whole song somehow. You make it an acoustic version or whatever, and it's great. I mean, there's some really awesome creative music that can be made like that.
Yeah.
But you know, why don't you bring out your guitar here and tell us a little bit about that? Because so far we've really just been talking about, you know, lyrics and the song titles and things like that, and songs that you've made and written. But from what I understand, you're a talented guitar player as well. How did that happen? And maybe can you show us anything? You know, just play a couple chords or whatever, and give us an idea of what we're in for. What kind of guitar is this? But a Fender.
This is a Fender, yeah.
Excellent,
Actually,
excellent.
Okay, to just hang on for a
No,
second.
I will hang on to this for a minute. Now I ran a pawn shop for 5 years, and I can tell that just a cursory glance, this is a very nice guitar.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
This has been a well taken care of guitar as well. It doesn't look like it has a ton of wear or anything on it. It's reasonably good condition. It was definitely a couple bucks when it was brand new. That's for sure. And then it looks like he's got a capo on here, which I assume that'll be for some sort of crazy magical playing. What's a capo for?
It just changes the tune a little bit.
Changes the tune a bit, okay?
So that you can sing a little higher or lower.
Octave down, octave up, whatever. And yeah, okay, right on. So and then what's this on the side?
Up top is just the built-in tuner and the volume controls for when it's plugged in. And
Excellent. So this can be both an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar.
Yeah.
That is great. So is this the one that you perform with as well?
Yeah, this will be the one that I take tonight. This one and an Epiphone Dot that I have as well.
Ooh, Epiphone, another great name.
Another very nice guitar that I actually bought at a pawn shop a couple years ago.
Excellent. Yeah, well, I have to admit, I do enjoy the pawn shop shopping. That is where I got 95% of everything I own. So, good stuff. I'll learn. Well, let's. I'll shut up and let you just play some guitar for a minute.
Okay.
Let's see what this sounds like. Very nice.
Yeah.
Just standard beats. Sounds great, man. No, that's awesome. Now, what kind of stuff are you going to be playing later tonight?
A lot of my own stuff. Probably of the 20 songs, there's probably 10 that'll be my originals, and a few covers along the way as well. Some stuff like Nathaniel Ratliff. I have a song of mine from him. And kind of some hidden artists that
Little no names?
that I've just kind of discovered, and now they have some really cool songs that I'm excited to try out.
That's excellent. Now, what cover songs do you like to try out? What are you doing later? Or is it a secret? Is it a surprise lineup, or do you have any that you're going to do for sure?
Tonight or during this show?
Tonight.
For sure, I'm going to do a little mashup between a guy named Drake White. That's a song called "What You Can't Have," and Tom Petty's "Free Fallin'."
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a really fun one to do. And I've really gotten into Teenage Dirtbag. That's kind of one of my staples every time I play. So.
Nice. Just rocking the old school, and
Yeah.
that's sweet. Let me just, I'm gonna angle this a little bit better here again, because I'm finding this is just not doing it for me. Maybe I'm crazy here. Well, I don't think that really has much to do with what angle the camera's at, whether I'm crazy or not. But now, I really actually want to be able to see that guitar in there as well. That's good stuff. I like it. That'll get people a little attention here. Well, hopefully. Is that better? Does that look better? Yeah, that looks better. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and call that better.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, tune it up. Good call. Good stuff. How do you like to drink, by the way?
It's great.
Yeah.
Tasty.
It's got orange juice, lemon juice, lime juice, some
Tastes like
raw...
a hint of ginger ale.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, it's actually half full of ginger ale.
Nice.
But also I made a simple syrup out of some raw sugar.
Nice.
Made it on. It's good.
Very tasty.
Right on. Now, I wish there was an easy way to tell if there's like a bunch of people watching. I can't even see. That's all right. Do you know offhand? You know, there was this other thing somewhere around here that had a number on it. in one place, shape, form. Ah, right there. 171 connections.
Nice.
Oh,
People watch it.
that's not bad. I mean, considering it takes a long time to get people to actually tune into something.
Yeah.
So, no, this is good. I like this background music too. You should
Yeah.
just keep doing that. This is good. This is like high class elevator music. Chillin' elevator music.
Yeah.
We shouldn't light anything on fire though.
No, that's probably a bad idea.
You know, believe it or not, that was actually something we discussed in one of my first interviews, was how I would light everything on fire. But I won't.
Yeah.
You know, we'll try to keep things non flammable.
Yeah. That's
Generally
good.
speaking. But now I prepared this actually.
Yeah.
Just before, literally just before. It took me like 5 minutes. It's probably pretty freaking basic stuff, but it's on the radio a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you know this like 10,000% or not, but have you ever heard of Ed Sheeran?
I know who he is.
You know of Ed Sheeran. Okay, good. Yeah, I like him. I hear he's pretty popular.
Yeah.
I hear he's done a lot of songs, and one of his more popular songs right now is Castle on the Hill.
Yeah.
Do you happen to be familiar with it? Because what I've done is I've printed the lyrics.
Yeah.
I've split them up.
Cool.
I honestly, I have no idea how you're gonna play it on guitar, what you sound like. You've never actually done any of this with me either here. But why don't we take a quick look over this just to kind of give you an idea? So I was thinking anything with the dot there, where I could do, and then anything. Well, you pretty much played the guitar the whole way down, but then that's you, that's you, that's you, that's you, that's you, and then that's us.
Yeah.
And then pretty much the exact same, but then backwards here.
Cool.
And then together again, and one more, and then together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it should work. It should sound fucking awesome if we do it.
I hope so.
I mean,
Pretty
freaking awesome.
Cool.
I don't know if that works great for you, or do you need that one visible too? We can move this over here.
I'm just gonna make sure I have the chords right.
Yeah. Take your time. I printed these extra big because, and some of you may not know this actually, but I was born legally blind, and I actually have a dislocated lens right now, and yeah, right. So, and actually, you being a teacher, you would probably know exactly what I'm talking about. You know how your eye, you've got a sac, and then inside the sac there's the lens.
Yeah.
My sac and lens have been operated on and removed several times, but currently the fake lens that's implanted has become loose and dislocated, so it's slipped down to my nose area.
Wow.
Basically, I'm not looking through a lens in my left eye right now, so although I can see and I can tell where light is and people are and things, and it automatically looks in the right areas because that's what eyes do, I can't actually see, but my brain tells me I can. It makes it up. So it's like, this is what's normally here, and your right eye sees this, so we're pretty sure this is what goes here. It's an incredible concept, really. But that's why I needed to print things and and you can have this teeny tiny little font with 10,000 things on it. I'm like, interesting. That looks like dots. Dot. So, what does it sound like here? What does Castle on the Hill sound like just on guitar, anyways, acoustically?
Well, I think first thing is we'll take that capo off.
Get rid of it.
Slow it down a bit on acoustic, I guess.
Interesting. I just did what is it? What's the first line here? When I was 6 years old. Yeah. Broke my leg. Break your leg, man.
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg.
Nice. And I like how you get it speeding up there, but you know what? Let's yeah.
His friend.
Tasting the sweet perfume of my country lanes, singing to tiny dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel, and it's real when we watch the sunset over the castle on the hill.
Nice. That turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah, do you want to keep going?
You know what? Was anybody listening to that? Did you like it?
Say yes.
Say yeah. Why don't you say something if you like it? Why don't half of you have got my actual phone number here. You could be texting, but it looks like we've got one live viewer for sure. All right. Well, you know what? Do you wanna? Should we keep going or start over? What do you want to try here? I mean, that was freaking good. That was
Felt
freaking
good. Yeah. Yeah, we might as well just pick it up from 15 years old.
Done. We're gonna keep going. Share this post real quick. Whoever's listening, watching, living, whatever. Again, anybody on the radio, you probably like that too. And there's a couple people. Like I was looking back here, there's 171 connections globally. Yeah. But so www.jessfm.ca, or if you're watching this, you already know how to get to it.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Cool.
Enjoy.
At 15 years old and smoking hand-rolled cigarettes, running from the law to the backfields and getting drunk with my friends. Yeah. I had my first kiss on a Friday night. I don't reckon I did it right. I was younger then. Take me back to when we found weekend jobs. When we got paid, we'd buy cheap spirits and drink them straight. Me and my friends have not grown up in so long. I know I'm grown. I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way. I'm driving at 90 down those country lanes. I'm singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you made me feel. And it's real when we watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Over the castle on the hill. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Over the castle on the hill. One friend left to sell clothes. One works down by the coast. One had 2 kids and lives alone. One friend's brother overdosed. Lord hates me and I can't wait to go home, and I'm on my way. I still remember these old country lanes when we did not know the answer, and I miss the way you made me feel. And it's real when we watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. Over the castle on the hill.
Yay! Woo!
Yeah.
So that was the amazing Cody Hall Band.
Yeah.
With just pretty much Cody Hall and guest appearance from me, or depending on how you want to look at it, that was Info Assault and Thomas James Arelis Carpenter with guest appearance from the great Cody Hall Band.
There you go.
Either way, I am quite impressed overall. That sounded great to me. Anyways, I mean, it was good stuff. I'm probably biased, but I'm pretty sure it was amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
On a scale from 1 to awesome, I would rate it like an 8.5. No, it was good. That was great.
Cool,
that was fantastic. Man. What else? Why don't you just play something for the kids at home here? Give them a little taste of what's coming up from Cody Hall.
Okay. Well,
What's that really popular one on YouTube? Do you know that one off well? What would you like to represent yourself well with here? Why don't you scooch over and center yourself a bit too, so people can kind of see.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll do a YouTube one. I might just
do something new, maybe.
Kind, yeah.
Yeah. Like it. All right, good.
So
I love this drink especially. I don't know if you guys at home know this, but singers, whether you figure it out or you've been taught or whatever, you figure out that milk and dairy products and things are not great before singing, but things like lemon juice, lime juice, that kind of stuff, that's better. So it's, decent. I don't know if you have a general same opinion here, but...
Yeah, I'm a big water guy.
Water's
and lemon.
Great. Water and lemon? Oh, fantastic. That sounds like a nice tune. Give her.
So this is the one I wrote. It's called Kind.
It's called Kind. The great Cody Hall Band.
Pass some buck, you shrug it off, you point the blame, well yeah, you gotta seem tough. What's it worth? They're only words. Every second, every minute it hurts. Nobody's listening anymore. Oh no. We're always fighting, but we don't know what for. Nobody's talking, yeah, we don't give a damn. Well, it's time to wake up, shake your head, be kind to your man. You left behind, you left crying, you left to wonder why you let them ruin your life. It's time to rise, you join the fight. Yeah, you tell your brother it's alright to be kind. Nobody's listening anymore. Oh no. We're always fighting, but we don't know what for. Nobody's talking, yeah, we don't give a damn. Hell, it's time to wake up, shake your head, and be kind to your man. We've gotta move on, we've gotta make a change. We've gotta take a stand, things will stay the same. Put a hand down to help another. Oh, we need it, life feels a little love. Nobody's listening anymore. Oh no. We're always fighting, but we don't have the cure. Nobody's talking, yeah, we don't give a damn. Hell, it's time to wake up, shake your head, be kind to your man.
Yay! Fantastic. So that was an original song by the Cody Hall Band called Kind.
Kind, yeah.
That's a great song, man. I mean, some of those lyrics are just fantastic.
Yeah, it was written after a long day of school. I saw some just weird stuff. No compassion.
Well, that is, unfortunately, that is a common thing nowadays.
Yeah.
With a lot of youth especially. You know, it's, and I have to think that it's based on the circumstances that they're around.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people tend to become what they see.
Yeah.
What you're fed is what you are is what you eat.
Yeah.
You know, kind of deal, and that just kind of speaks to a less than great home life,
yeah.
which is probably a lot more. You probably see that a lot more than a lot of people would care to admit.
Yeah, yeah. There's some difficult things. Lots of trust issues, I guess, is the big thing, and a lot of kids who don't really know who they want to be because they're afraid of judgment, right, and afraid of failures and things like that. So,
you know, completely, like 10,000. Not that most of this has actually been ever scripted, actually, at all. This is pretty much all off the cuff, but you know, I find it goes well. But just going right with that, with the same line of thought. When I was growing up, I was always like in grade school, you know, grades 1 through 5, 6, whatever. There was choir. There was, you know, school choir, and you know, you were just kind of in it. I think it might have been an actual class, like music class.
Yeah.
And so, like the first six grades, everybody did it, and you know, I liked it. It was good. I liked most classes. You know, I was kind of that kid that kind of liked learning things.
Yeah.
You know, so that was fine. But then junior high comes along, and suddenly music class isn't mandatory. Choir isn't something that everybody takes anymore.
Yeah.
And so I quit.
Yeah.
Because I thought boys don't take choir.
Yeah.
And it was you know, really unfortunate because honestly it slowed me down by years, I'm sure, to the point where I realized, no, I really do like singing, and I should probably keep doing that because it turns out other people seem to like it too. So do you see a lot of that type of thing when you're encountering? I mean, especially at that age, that is exactly when you kind of get the impressions that stick with you.
Yeah, there's it's certainly, I don't know if it's a stigma that they've learned or anything, but you seem to have fewer boys in the choir at our school for sure, and relatively low numbers in the band program even. I don't know. I hope that's something that we change though with these guitar programs and teaching kids about like different styles of music, and maybe that's more what they're looking for anyways.
You know, I think that just having us on this show right now, this show, the Info Assault, that you're listening to right now, live actually as well on www.jessfm.ca, and my name is Thomas James Arelis Carpenter, and this is Cody Hall from the Cody Hall Band. Just in case you missed any of what's going on right now. What was I saying?
Something in the effect of like how boys are less likely to be in music. And stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that both of us are here right now, you know, just out of post-secondary education, reasonably productive members of society, we would say, actively singing, just no issues whatsoever. And even taking a song like classically, people would go, oh, that's a really, really hard song to sing. And just bringing it down to a level that you can. Because I found that it's not really people... I've never found anybody that can't sing.
Yeah.
I've never found somebody that can't sing. I've only found people that can't sing certain songs yet.
Mm-hmm.
Singing is like a muscle, you know? And just like any other muscle, you can't expect to bench press 200 pounds if you've never gone to the gym.
Yeah.
You can't expect to sing Andrea Bocelli if you've never learned your I don't know, 8, 9 notes, however many.
Yeah.
Something like that. 9. I don't know, I'm better at counting.
Yeah, I'm not even there in terms of reading music, things like that.
Honestly, me too, man. I saw you bring in the taps and I'm like, alright, this will do well. So no, but that's it's interesting how there is that cultural divide between music and females typically, and it looks like it's still relatively pervasive in the school systems. Which, and I mean, I saw that like 15 years ago. So it's interesting. Maybe somebody listening can force your kid to sign up for choir, grade 8.
Well, they definitely need the voices.
It's honestly, it's true. It's true. They've got such a, you know, boy voices are some of the most prized in the world, especially around that age, if they can sing.
Yeah.
Oh, like this, I won't go into super graphic detail, but back in the nth centuries, they used to do some graphically unpleasant things to boys to guarantee that their voices would not change.
Yeah.
But they had beautiful voices, is the point of the story. They could sing like angels. So, boys out there, you want to get some girls? You may not yet, but you will eventually learn to sing. That'll help you. What else? So, you're from Strathmore, you said. Stavely, my bad. Stavely, and you cattle and grain. Had a family of 5. Now you've got a family of 5. You've got a dog, nice garden.
Yeah.
You write music in your spare time. You're a teacher. You like to do lots with your hands. You do woodworking things.
Yeah.
You like to do outdoorsy stuff. Do you cook with the food you grow?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you cook?
That's the whole purpose of it.
I agree, but I'm pretty lazy myself.
Man,
I mean,
we've got like an amazing salad crop this year, so we've done a lot of salads, but I use everything. I like kind of making our own stuff. Growing up on a farm, I eat a lot of meat, so.
I love meat.
Burgers.
Oh, I love meat.
We make some really good burgers with all of our produce, and all the time we'll dive into a pizza or something like that.
Oh man, you know, I remember this one time. Like, I'm a tall. You probably noticed I'm pretty tall.
Yeah.
Taller than the average bear, literally. I'm about 7 feet tall, but. So I really enjoy meat. Like I love a good steak, right?
Yeah.
So this one time I was going to a butcher shop, right, and I was finding this. I was looking around at the meats and stuff, and they had some really nice steaks that looked like they'd been aging or whatever. They were hanging from the ceiling or whatever, you know, typical steaks.
Yeah.
And I'm looking up at them, and they're pretty high up there just to avoid anybody touching them. But I'm like, how much are those, man? And he's like, well, I doubt you can afford them, and I'd really rather not take them down. You know, it's a lot of work, and they're still aging. And I'm like, well, I don't plan on coming back anytime soon, and I would be perfectly happy with it right now. Can you work something out for me? He's like, well, I tell you what, if you can jump up, like I said, 7 feet tall. He's like, if you can jump up there, and you can grab that steak, I'll give it to you for $20 each.
Not bad.
But if not, they're $200 a piece.
Holy.
And I'm like, so I'm sitting and I'm thinking about, I'm looking at these. I'm like, can you tell me about it? He's like, no, this is like actual Kobe beef. It was actually, you know, properly dry, rub, aged, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, geez, I'm looking up on the internet how much this stuff is going for. And I'm weighing, I'm like, oh, this is totally worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good deal. But I mean, I'm figuring out how tall the ceilings are. And at the end of all this, I'm like, you know what, man? The stakes are too high. So that was my totally, absolutely lame joke that I decided I would just slip in there.
That's
you know, get you guys on a nice story for a while. And long story short, very long story short, I love eating steak.
Yeah.
That story never happened. That was a bad joke for anybody that doesn't get it. I mean, this has been great so far, man. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about here? It looks like we have gone over a full hour.
Yeah, just again, big plug for the show tonight.
Tonight.
Claire Mary.
Claire Duros?
Yeah.
All right, what time does it start?
Starts at 9.
Starts at 9?
Artemis in Summer is going to be playing first, and then around 10:15 I'll be taking the stage.
Excellent. Well, you know what, man? I think with that, we are going to end this off. Unless you wanted to play us some more music, I'm going to throw on some more random stuff.
Throw on, yeah.
All right, man. We're going to mute these mics up a little bit here and see how about we play some Jar of Hearts?
Sounds good, man.